Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. Today I'm going to do a two-part, well not, two different subjects on this video. The first is going to be a box opening of a unit I have right here, and the second part of this, you've got to stay tuned for this, is I'm going to be reading some of the comments of some of the people that comment on my channel, and every once in a while I catch comments that, you know, sort of perk my ear. And I'd say about 50% of all of the videos I do come from somebody's comment and gets me thinking about something and say, that'd make a good video. You know, there's something to be learned there. But before we get started with that, I've got a quick box opening because Wei Fong told me that I had to. Remember when I did a Blackview Tab opening here 3 months ago? Well, they asked me to do a Blackview OSCAL Tab 8 opening, box opening for you, so you can see their new product. This is a tablet with, well, let me read it. 10.1 inch display on it. It was actually a good size. 6580 mAh battery, so it'll go a long time without having to be charged. 2 megapixel rear camera and a 5 megapixel front camera, which is more than enough. Like, seriously, I know these things. Just ask me, I'm so techie. Well, I'm probably one of the least techie people you could ever come across, but Wei Fong knows a lot about this stuff, and she says, as soon as she saw what the Tab 8 was, she says, I want one of those. So, as everybody knows, when an influencer like myself does a box opening, they give you the unit, and so Wei Fong is responsible for this box opening. Well, if you like it, it's her fault. Oh no, if you don't like it, it's her fault. If you like it, it's because I wanted to do this box opening. Yeah, right. So 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of ROM. It's got 128 memory in it, so it's pretty good. And you know, this little puppy, open it up. I took the cellophane off the outside already. But this little puppy weighs 600 grams, comes in gold or gray, and we don't need that. Comes in gold or gray, and let's start this up and see if it comes with a battery already charged. Oh yeah, see, run by Android 10. You know, so you've got state-of-the-art software in here. It's a good unit. 160 bucks price range on this thing. So it's a budget tablet that basically anybody can afford. It comes with your plug-ins for recharging. It comes with your little thing for changing your little SD card. It's got it doesn't come with headphones, but it's got a headphone jack. It's a cute little unit, and Wei Fong will be happy with me because I did this box opening, and she'll cook me lots of good Chinese food. Comes with your plug-in. Comes with your cord to plug in. Comes with your little adapter. You know what I mean? So it's a basic unit. There's not a bunch of frills and stuff like that. But for the price that you're paying for this, it's a good deal. I'll put a link in the description below so that you can just go there and check it out for yourself. If you like the product, buy it. It's inexpensive, and it's quality. That's the main thing. So let's go over to my main computer now, and let's read some of these comments. And it's basically about some of the videos that I've been doing, the back and forth between the United States and China. Well, you'll see. So here I am at my big computer. This is where I do all of my special editing, and well, you know, my editing is pretty basic, but I want to show people how it really is by not doctoring, not making things fancy, just showing the real China, and I think I'm doing a fairly good job at that. Why do I think that? Well, just for the fact that I have a lot of subscribers. Over 90,000. Thanks, guys. Tell your friends to subscribe. Be nice to get up to 100,000. But that's not the point behind this whole channel. I know there's a lot of other people out there that sort of grade their channel or other people's channels by how many subscribers they've got. I don't do that. I grade my channel by the content, the reality, the honesty, the sheer opinion of right and wrong. And I think that I pull out some of the best subscribers and viewers and comments out of all of the tubers out there, just for the fact that, well, you listen to some of this stuff, and you're gonna have to bear with me because my reading skills aren't very good. I was a terrible student. That's why my Chinese sucks at this time still. But this one can come from John O'Neill. Tell the big lie long enough and loud enough, and people will believe it. True freedom does not exist anywhere because it would be pure anarchy. No rules equals true freedom, but that equals chaos. You know, and how true is that? You have to have rules and regulations in a society, and if you don't have rules and regulations, when you start legalizing hard drugs, when you just let everything go like they have in well, look at the Kensington Avenue in Philadelphia. Look at you know, some places, most places along the West Coast where you've got the tent cities, and when things start to break down, when people get to do whatever they want, there's such a variety of people out there that will do just about anything, and you people have seen that on TV, especially the Westerners. You know, you see it on the streets, you see it in regular life. There has to be checks and balances, and John O'Neill nailed that one perfectly. It's one of those things. Here's another one. Tan. When a country specially provides a budget to destabilize another country, any public reports can only be negatives with a view to influence its readership. When a country specially provides a budget to destabilize another country, any public reports can only be negatives with a view to influence its readership. And you know, that's basically what the United States is doing, spending millions, hundreds of millions of dollars on disinformation about China, about the Chinese government, about the Chinese people, about the Chinese economy, about everything China. It's there to try to destabilize China. They've even said, you know, generals and such in the army, the American army, have said that yes, we want to destabilize the Xinjiang area because we want to use the Uyghurs to destabilize that area of China. In doing that, it'll help destabilize China. They have this goal. They can't compete, so they try to bring the other person or the other country down to their level. And that's basically what Tan is saying in this comment. Good comment. Lisa Round. As an American, this one actually caught my fancy a lot. It's one of those comments that I think strikes home. As a Canadian, just north of the United States, Lisa Rand. As an American, I can state most people I know absolutely nothing about China. I personally have had powerful wake up. I personally have had a powerful wake up. See, I told you my reading sucks. First, when I began watching videos of Hong Kong, then I watched videos of mainland China. I have started to learn about China's history. I then realized I have been lied to by my government, the media, my schooling, about pretty much everything. I am angry. Well, I would be angry too. I'm very grateful for those who share by video places I am never going to go to. Yet I can see with my own eyes how beautiful other places and people truly are. There are some countries that are horrendous and failing, and their leaders should be ashamed. I am beginning to think we belong in that group, and I'm angry. See, a lot of people in the United States, in Canada, in Great Britain, in Australia, there's places around the world, are getting sort of disenfranchised with their government, with the way life is in their country. And I think Lisa Rand has stated it pretty truly and honestly that she's been lied to her whole life. She thought it was this way, but really it's this way. She thought that the United States was the best, the safest, the most beautiful. Everything is just perfect, as Trump would say. And now she's found out through videos on YouTube around the world, through some of my videos, obviously, that it's not like that. And I think that's a pretty powerful statement. Menschen, Menschchen. I probably slaved your name, Uber, but I'm sorry, man. It's just the way it is. I'm like that. Oh, is that beer? See, I've already done the box opening, so my job is done. Now it's fun because I do these videos because I want to get my point across, but I find it enjoyable. I have fun doing this stuff, you guys. People say, but people attack you. Yes, they do, but I really don't care. I was a collection agent for 25 years, repossessions, and you know what I mean? So there's not much really fizzes me at all. So just a second. I'll be right back. It may be cheap, but it's good beer. Menschen. Where's this threat come from? Where does this threat come from? You tell me. The story goes something like this. When China's economy overtakes the United States economy in 2025 and the US national debt balloons beyond 50 trillion, the international financial system will demote the US dollar as the world reserve currency. That's probably true, you know. There's a very good chance the China yen will replace the US dollar as the world's reserve currency, just as the US dollar replaced the British sterling after World War II, which collapsed the British Empire. The US dollar will suffer hyperinflation as people unload the US dollar to buy Chinese yuan. The US military won't be able to sail 350 ship Navy, can't operate the nearly 800 military bases around the world. Soldiers won't stand at attention when their salary is worthless. Suppliers won't sell to the United States military when the prices are constantly increasing. Basically, the United States of America will be ranked number 2 and the world will witness a self-inflicted humiliation. Conclusion, the USA must start a war against China or some kind of armed conflict so as to stop China's economy from overtaking the United States. And you see, with all of this disinformation, all of this money being put in to make China look bad on the world stage, I think this is, you know, this is possible. Everybody thinks that, oh no, that'll never happen. Well, put the United States up against the wall, and their people are poor now, and other countries around the globe are richer than the United States, but the United States still has the nuclear power, still has the army, still has the bullets and you know, the soldiers and stuff. It is quite possible. It is quite possible. And no doubt if it does happen, they'll blame China for it. It's just the way it is. Because they do have that mainstream media in the United States. It is second to none. Boy, these guys go 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you can't keep up to all of it. You can't try to counter everything that comes out of all of these media outlets. It's just impossible. They've got hundreds of millions of dollars that they're pumping into this shit. You know what I mean? Gunther with the 2 big O's, Gunther. U.S. doctrine is to maintain hegemony at whatever cost. Now that China is a peer and the people actually in charge realize that the trajectories of the two countries are different, they are in panic mode. It seems that some of them think a hot war now before China gets even stronger is their best option to set China back. Hence, all the stories about Taiwan now, the people running the U.S. are genuine sociopaths. Not much has changed since the genocide of the native population. That's true, not only in the United States, in Canada and Australia. We're the best. We know better. Our system is the best. So whatever you say is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. And that's the way it is. And a hot war with China is a reality, and a lot of people see it around the world. Obviously, the comments show that. Let's go with another one. Excangenut. Sounds Norwegian to me. You know what I mean? Cangenut. Cangunut. Why is China the threat? China is the only country, civilization, people that has been completely brutalized by colonial imperial Western powers, including Japan, and bounced back with enough economic, political, military clout to now challenge the West. Some in the West are now fearful of what China might do when China becomes powerful. The civilizational memory is long. The century of humiliation certainly hasn't been forgotten. And that's scaring the crap out of some of the people in the West. Of course, a healthy amount of fear is very profitable to the American military-industrial complex. Yes, and everybody knows that the American military-industrial complex is very strong, has lots of lobbyists, has lots of politicians in their back pocket. You don't get a country like the United States with all of that and more, with 800 military bases around the world, unless you have those corporations, that military-industrial complex there, lobbying the government, throwing money at politicians, you know, right on Can-Gun-Nut. Can-Gun-Nutzen, ja. I am only his friend. Okay, let's try this one here. Red fire tree. It's not grammatically correct, but it gets its point across. Since 1840 Opium War, Chinese realized China needed to improve or would be beaten again. Chinese intellectuals saw the power of Westerners and wanted to learn from them to make China strong, but always bullied and beaten again and again by imperialists. They could not figure out why teachers always beat the student. With the establishment of ROC, China was in name Asia's first and world's biggest democracy at the time, but nothing changed much until 1917 Russian Socialist Revolution. Since then, CCP started to lead Chinese tried to go socialist path for China and established PRC in 1949. 100 years history shows that China chose the correct way. We do not ask other countries to go China's way, but we believe our path is the right path for China. As Mao said, our course is justice. The course of justice cannot be defeated by any enemy. Let them to say we cannot do this or cannot do that. We will reach our goals and our goals will surely be achieved. Okay, and you know, that's just it. China's not telling the other countries how to run their country, but all of the other countries out there are trying to tell China how to run their country. But China is the second largest economy in the world. If you go with purchasing power parity, China is the largest economy in the world. They've got the longest, the most high-speed trains. They've got the best airports. They've got the high rises and the roads. Like, it's growing. It's getting so much better. So maybe the idea that this is the road for China and the best road for China and the right road for China. Who are the other countries to tell China that they're going down the wrong road? Good comment, red fire tree. Red fire tree, okay. Dennis Lim. When Congress earmarks hundreds of millions of US taxpayer money every year for the State Department to spend on payoffs and disinformation campaigns to demonize China, it is an acknowledgement that the US can no longer compete. And you know, Dennis, you hit the nail right on the head. The idea that if you're losing, you start pointing fingers, you start blaming other people for your misgivings. And I think that's what you're seeing with the United States now. They see that they're losing control. They see that they're losing that #1 spot. They see that China's growing so fast that it's hard to stop them. And you know, it's sort of like a panic mode. Yeah, it is so true. Okay, let's go with SIG-UL. SIG-UL. Many people in the Western world, especially in the United States, lack reality check. It's impossible for the Chinese government to monitor 1.4 billion people, as the resources would be astronomically too much. Somehow many people in the West think every individual in China is important enough to warrant government surveillance. The reality is overwhelmingly, majority are not targeted. The reality is overwhelmingly, majority is not targeted or required for state-sponsored monitoring. To say that Chinese government has a total rap on all its citizens is just lazy mind propaganda. And you know, isn't that the truth, guys? Lazy mind propaganda. Oh, they see what they did. Oh, how dare them? You know what I mean? How dare you? You know what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Okay, let's go with the James M. And this is the last comment for today. But this one here, I think, tells the story of how it is right now in the world of government. Listen to this one. Listen to this one. Seen the latest news about the drone strike that killed 10 civilians, whole family in quotations, in Afghanistan? A Pentagon inspector general said, oh, it was a tragic mistake, but we did not violate any laws. They had investigated themselves, and what a surprise, they found that they are not guilty. These people are the law. What a joke. So they killed a family of 10 people in Afghanistan by a drone strike. But that's not against the law. That we investigated, and it was all done. There, no problem. You know, the government, the American government, can go out and indiscriminately kill people around the world, and there's no retribution. Nobody goes to jail. There's nothing. You know what I mean? If that happened in China, heads would frickin' roll. I guarantee you that. If that happened in Canada, heads would roll. UK probably not. Australia, heads would frickin' roll. The United States, no, we didn't break any laws. We just killed a family of 10 people. But, you know, women and children, whatever. Anyway, you can see. And these are some of the comments that I get. And you know, these people actually see the larger picture. And that's what I'm trying to show you in this video right now, is that there are a lot of people that watch my channel that see the big picture, that understand what's going on in the world. And they're not fooled by the mainstream media. They're not fooled by their governments. They're not fooled by the people in power that have an agenda. They actually know what's going on around the world. Anyway, that's another video. Tab 8, good product. My subscribers, my viewers, the best in the world. Thank you all for your comments. Even if it doesn't make it on here, I comment, because that's what sort of makes this channel roll, because I listen to you people, and it sparks me to actually make videos about what you see, what you hear, what you feel. So keep it coming. Anyway, that's another video from Gweilo 60, sitting here in his living room with an empty beer. My God, Martha, what the hell's going on here? Damn, I gotta go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, push a share button. Don't forget to resubscribe, but don't forget to put a couple bucks in the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye now.